So I'm here with Zoe Schaffel, who just won a World Championship title with Iamnotacow. Zoe, can you tell us a little bit about that?
He's the coolest once-in-a-lifetime horse, and road horse you could ever ask for. Safe manners. He knows who's behind him, and he listens. He's wonderful.
Tell me about the division that you were showing in today.
Well, we did the youth 15 to 21. My dad showed him an amateur, and then lucky enough to have a different age group to be able to show him at the same time. It's fun seeing that many youth drivers and amateur drivers.
Were you feeling any pressure knowing that you did so well with him here last year and that your dad did so well with him, or?
I'd always love to keep up to his name. Driving to what he can do, always a little bit, and but he's so special anyway. I love him no matter what. And he brought me my first world title and my dad's first world title and Five Gates' first world title. So always excited.
Did anyone give you any advice before the class today, or was there anything specifically that you were trying to work on?
I had a lot of go fast but not so fast that I don't throw up from multiple people. I had a couple try and stay slow but go fast if you feel like it, and drive hards.
And how was he in the warm-up? How did you feel before you went into the class?
He always has his little routines of shaking his head but like he's speaking English. And he's always super calm when I get in. He knows, stands staring straight at the chute with his overcheck off, just waiting. But as soon as he sees the gate open and his check goes on, he's ready.
Now we're here with Marty Schaffel as well, who also won a World Championship title this week with Iamnotacow. Marty, can you tell us a little bit about your drive?
It was a very competitive drive. A lot of people were pushing hard to try and be seen, and I think since Iamnotacow has done so well and has such good form and speed, I think a few people were trying to do whatever they could, fair and legally, to get themselves in the best possible situation. And I had to try and navigate the straightaways and the turns in such a way where I was able to find some distance to show the horse the way I know he can really be shown, and that is when he gets a chance to squat down and let it loose.
What does that feel like when he's just on like that?
Well, when you go around in the turns, he's like butter. He's just so smooth and so steady. It feels like I'm driving the little Mercedes sports car I own. He's just as stable and takes the turn the same way as a high-performance sports car. And it's a great sensation. It almost feels like slalom skiing, where you're just going around that curve and the centrifugal force carries you through and you come back out of it. And it's just an exhilarating feeling. What's really cool is he listens to the announcer, and when the announcer makes the calls, he responds to the calls even before you get a chance to do it yourself. When the speaker says road gate, he moves into second gear. When the speaker says drive on or show its speed, he takes off. He has a good sense of the turn and what's ahead of him. I had a situation for the first time this year where, in order to try and create as much distance as I could, since people were jamming me up, I needed to stay as deep in the turns as I could, and 3 times we hit the wooden railing, and it spooked me, but he didn't miss a step. 3 different times we bounced off the rails, staying that tight in the turn, which is incredible to be that tight in the turn. And we hit the wall 3 times, and he never missed a step.
So it's pretty special, you and Zoe both driving him and both doing so well with him. What's that like for you guys to kind of be sharing him? And
well, it was bittersweet for me to get a World Championship blue ribbon before Zoe, and that it's exhilarating to win, but I never expected that I would ever do that before her. So it was really a huge thrill for me when she got a blue ribbon with him last year, and now that we've both shared that, I have 3 blue ribbons and she has 2, and hopefully I'll maybe get one more Friday night. It's just it's a great feeling for us to be able to know that we've accomplished that together.
I never thought we'd actually own a road horse until I was driving a road pony and Dad says, I want a road horse. I'm like, are you serious about this? Like, why? Just the speed and the competitiveness, but luckily our horse builds off the energy, especially when he hears the crowd. He builds off of it, but I never thought we'd be driving a road horse. So if it weren't for Dad's idea and Dad's really wanting to do it, I probably wouldn't have ever driven a road horse and shown him, and we've been able to win together.
I think it's fun to be able to, cheer your daughter on or your son on while they're going, and know that they're doing the same thing for you and you're doing it, and it's something that you can mutually be excited about and feel that you did together. And if it's a passion, which this space is, it's great to share. I would actually love to see an evolution of mommy-daughter or daddy-daughter or father-son events where it's in other sports. It's in golf and other kinds of sports. Maybe there's a way for some other unique things to evolve through family participation.